roll
I've
that
seen a
little
couple of
rifle
them.
up.
I've seen a couple of them trying to sting them. It's just like they're like armor plated or something because they just keep on going.
Well, I mean, even you know how it is. Which some may say, "Hey, that's gross," but I just don't have time to get the hive tool a lot of times, and I'm bad about setting mine down like everybody else and can't figure out where I put it. But I'll just smash them with my finger, and you do have to put a little bit of pressure on that joker to disable his tail.
To hear that crack.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
I've seen some good sized ones someone else had in their hive. I mean, pretty good sized beetles. I'm like, crud. I ain't never seen them that big. Those are dinosaurs. They have some pretty good sized hive beetles.
oh yeah, some of them rascals they'll get almost like as big, if not a little bit bigger than a doggone ladybug.
Yeah, way too big.
I had a question. I thought about. I said I'm wondering if those the ones people call ladybugs that are actually the Japanese beetles. I'm wondering if they ever try to get into hives.
I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen it.
No, I ain't. We ain't never seen them in. I don't even think I've seen them on the side of the box. Ain't the Japanese one that she'll bite you? I know one of them will bite the tar out of you.
I'm not aware of Japanese beetle biting, but I've seen them all over the place. Not here specifically. Jeremy talking about he has a had a June bug in the hive the other day.
I just saw that.
Yeah, them jokers. They decimate our roses and blasted June bug. They'll cut a rosebud off in a heartbeat around here.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
it's getting the same.
I've seen carpenter bees go in the entrance of my hives and then turn around, come right on back out, just getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you blame them? You got to get a bunch of them honeybees on your butt. It's time to go. But what about this? Have you seen now we have kind of noticed this a little bit, like a higher influx on the wax moths this year. It seems like they're a little bit more than.
I had some like right towards the end. It seemed like before winter started, I had got some in one of the hives. Um, I should have told me there was something wrong with that hive to begin with. When it actually absconded about a month later, but when I scraped out all the hive beetle, not the hive beetle, the wax moth out of it. Didn't actually see the moth. I saw the larvae, and so I mean, I've not seen any influx. That's the most. That's all I've ever seen of wax moths around here right now. But
Mm.
I'm sure that's going to change as time goes by and I get more bees.
Well, because we had set out, we got 2 or 3 different swarm traps out here in the yard, and I imagine the trap out that isn't becoming a trap out. We had set an old brood frame in it, and we got one in each of the swarm traps we got out here. And the other day, I just went out. Well, I thought we had a little swarm move in to one of the swarm traps. Well, what it was is the lazy worker bees was over there robbing out old honey from last year. But I seen all that traffic, and I was like, well, all right, maybe we own to something. Then I popped the lid, and there's probably, I don't know, a couple dozen bees in there ripping caps off and pulling the honey out of there. But when we was out doing the inspections yesterday, whenever we got finished, just out of curiosity, I went over there and popped the lid on that smaller trap, and I was like, well, I can tell the old wax moth has been in here because they done glued both sides. there was webbing on both sides of the frame, and I was like, so I guess we're gonna have to pour the eucalyptus to everybody to start running them wax moths out now. So it's the peppermint extract for the beetles, then the eucalyptus for keeping the blasted wax moths out.
I mean, I probably need to try to make a little regimen of that too, just to be on the safe side. Although all my comb right now is in all the hives, I'm trying to get them to pull more right now too. Huh.
Yeah.
More ticks this year, you noticed?
Ooh, buddy, we picked ticks off us on that little excursion out in the woods the other day. I'm talking about. Anna had about 3 or 4 on her, and I had about the same on me and my sister-in-law. Same on her, and them ticks was.
They were horrible. But I've noticed I've already picked a few off the dogs this year, and they get medicine to keep ticks off of them.
Yeah, that guinea ain't doing his job around here. Neither is the possum.
That's just one more reason on Hannah's list to get rid of that stupid guinea.
So if y'all know where I can find a good female guinea, let me know.
Now, if y'all know of a good home, somebody looking for a male guinea, let me know.
Yes. Man, there you go with the treatments on insects being, beyond their usage limits, with the ticks even, you're giving that stuff to your dog. It's like in a little tablet form you give them with a little treat.
Yeah, that's what it is. A little, well, I say a little pill. It's about the size of a quarter. They good size for these big old dogs we got.
I mean, if you figure the other insects are getting used to chemicals, what do we got going on? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need to switch to so they lose that desensitivity?
I don't know. May have to have some of them old timers again. I can't remember what it was. I don't want to give out the wrong thing and somebody dust their dog with something poison. But I remember Daddy and them talking about they used to dust the dogs with something back in the day, and that helped keep.
It was Sevin dust.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like 5% Sevin dust is what we used to dust our dogs with. And that stuff's poison.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I guess it's just going to be a wide open critter season because even the mosquitoes are cranking up heavy as well, which we don't get a winter long enough to kill them off.
Yeah, I've been going around with some Clorox and pouring it in puddles and stuff because I've been seeing the larvae. And they're swimming in the larvae swimming in the water.
Well, one of the bad parts. Go ahead.
The Clorox ain't gonna hurt the bees. So in the water, it'll kill that larvae.
Oh yeah, because I dump everything out around here. The only thing that I do leave out, and I have no idea. I guess it's one of those micronutrient deals, but I've got an old gallon bucket to where I'll throw like my loose nails out of my tool bag in, and it just sits out in the yard. But it's loaded with rust, and the bees, that's one of their favorite watering holes. So that's about the only thing I don't dump out around here. But anything else I see, you had better dump out any standing water, that's for sure. If not, them mosquitoes be in it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I got drained that darn pool in the backyard too. I've been busy out of town this week. Went to Panama City. Yeah, because the wife finding out the news about the operation and stuff, she just wanted to get away for a bit.
No, blame her.
The first thing they're gonna do is a catheter and go and check to see if there's something that they couldn't find, beforehand.
Mhm.
You know, sort of exploratory before they do a surgery. Who knows? They may do the catheter and find out they don't have to do open heart to get to fix it.
That'd be
You know,
great.
so that'd
Keep
be
that stress
nice.
off his body.
Yep.
If not, for the ones keeping up with the prayer list and stuff, are y'all still kind of looking after the 4th of July?
Yeah, it's gonna be after the 4th of July because my wife's wanting to go visit her mom before on her 90th birthday. I told her she
Mhm.
actually needs to talk to her mom to see what her mom would want because I don't think she wants her to forego her health to go see her mom. So I'm trying to get her to talk to her mom about it beforehand, let her know. She don't want to let her know right now.
Well, some
She's
of that,
afraid
I
she's
guess
gonna
I
ruin. Well, she's afraid she's gonna ruin her mom's birthday by telling her that.
can. There's one of them Texans in here. He gonna hide his face tonight.
Yeah.
Did he alter his voice?
You can see at the
Look,
farm.
I'm turning into a werewolf. Look at over my shoulder there.
As long as you
That's
stay
a
in Texas with all
that's a
that.
street light. That's a street light. That ain't no moon.
Hold on, let me flip the camera around. I'll show you where I am. This is always fun. I usually hang up on you. Let's see.
When
That in
said
here?
that stuff, he puts it all in his yard and it kills ticks and ants too.
Oh, well, I need to throw it everywhere in the yard then.
He
Besides at the
said
beach.
he does it with like a seed spreader.
Okay. Appreciate you, Lee.
This thing is like-
Uh-oh, we losing?
No,
Yeah.
he's got a light on there.
Oh, the Green
You can barely
Lantern.
see it.
That's just, yeah, it's really dark on there. I can see better
Oh,
here.
well, you're gonna hurt his feelings.
Hold on, let's see. We can get the moon a little bit, maybe. I don't know if it'll. Anyway, I'm going. Yeah, you guys were talking about ticks while I'm walking through waist deep grass. That's not cool.
Mm-mm. Give you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
I'd be more
I'm
worried
gonna-
in Texas about chiggers.
yeah, I'm probably going to end up with them after this trip. But I hadn't really been putting anything on for them.
Where are you out at your farm?
Yeah, I'm out and I'm collecting some bees to take home with me. I had to wait till dark.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't join. I
Oh.
tried to join. I tried to join you guys. Well, there's the moon. This looks pretty nice tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to join you guys at 8. I was visiting with my neighbor down the road. Ooh, I fell down.
You fell down.
I didn't fall down. I almost did.
Well, you make beekeeping news tonight.
Oh, I did. But here I'm,
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to take these home with me.
No, you made it with all your swarm catches.
Yeah, I'm taking 3 of them home with me tonight. That's why I stayed this late. Go ahead and close it
So-
up here.
Are you still 8 for 9?
Still 8 for 9. I went down to my neighbor's house to check on that trap, and I looked around and I forgot to open the gate on it, so it couldn't have caught any bees. They were closed out. So it's
Oh,
been sitting
no.
there doing nothing. So it's open now. So we're fishing with that one. So
That sounds like something we do, Phil.
yeah. So these are pretty cool. These swarm traps. You just have to close them off and unscrew them and take them home. It ought to be interesting. I brought my smoker out here. It's under my arm, but I got to carry my smoker, my phone, and the trap back to the cabin. It's about, I don't know, 150 yards, something like that. All the rest of them I can pick up with the 4-wheeler and the trailer, but this one's kind of remote.
Is that the swarm boxes you built?
Yeah, it's the ones I built.
We'll keep you on the solo. That way, if something goes down, we can get a good view of it.
I thought maybe you'd call for help for me.
What's the 911 number?
Yeah,
Yeah, I keep forgetting that number.
lots of people do.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
My mom fell when she was out here, and I called 911. I remember 911, but I couldn't remember my address to save my life after. Ben, it's a stressful situation.
I know that feeling for sure.
I don't know if any of y'all's ever seen that video, but that old gal that somebody told her to call 911 and she's hollering in the background, "What's the 911 number?" Are you serious?
And my wife's been watching these drunk shorts about people being arrested, and one was hollering, "Call 411, help! Call 411."
All right, I'm gonna have to put you guys down because I got to take this box down and I got to put another one up. But I'll still be here listening.
All right. Well, while you doing that, until then, I forgot about this part. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have got some all natural, 100% organic bee brushes. We're going to be selling these things for $59.95 plus shipping and handling for anybody looking for some. So if y'all looking for a good bee brush, holler at me. We have to.
Where'd you find them turkey feathers at, man?
That's some of them pretty chicken feathers we got out there. Them jokers, we got too many roosters, and they pull tail feathers almost every single day between them things strutting turkeys, if you will. Whoever's going to be the biggest rooster out of the group, and they all the time
Shit.
pulling their tail feathers. So I told Hannah, I said, "There's some organic bee brushes right there." And she's like, "Please don't do that." I was like, "Well, you know what I mean."
Everybody want to go back to completely organic. There you go.
There you go. If you're looking for organic bee brushes, holler at us. We harvest them every 2 weeks.
So they're always fresh in stock, right?
Oh, yes, sir. There are plenty of them. See, old Tom knows about it. He said feathers work the best. And I did find me while Philip's doing his thing real quick. I was out cutting the yard, I don't know, sometime last year, and found a big old buzzard feather. That thing, I don't know, a foot or so long. And I wear a do-rag because I can't stand for sweat to be running down my face. So during the summer times, I keep a do-rag on my head. And I was out there cutting the grass, and I took that old buzzard feather and I stuck it in the very back of my do-rag while I was cutting grass. And whenever I was cutting the ditch line, buddy, at all the people blowing the horn going down the highway, and Hannah had asked me whenever I got done, "What in the world was everybody blowing the horn at?" I said, "I don't know. I guess me having this feather stuck in the back of my head back here." She done run off the phone.
Oh, Larry talking about he made a Botox video this week. He forgot to zip his veil.
That's why I was fixing to put that one up there. That's all natural too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can flip this thing around.
All right. Make it big again. Bingo. Don't drop it.
Yeah, that's the new one. We're fishing again. Let's see here.
Did he unlock it? Was the question.
Mm, the anticipation's killing us, Philip.
Well, I'm trying to get my camera switched around. Button 2.0, I tell you.
Well, he didn't hang up that time, so he did pretty good.
Yeah, I did it. Woo! All right, that's shocking to see something like that all of a sudden.
Yeah, Greg, turn it around.
All right. Shoot, that side of my face is hard to see. It's actually pretty, with that moon, it's pretty easy to see out here. All right, you're going to have to look at darkness for a little while, because I got to pick this thing up and carry it all the way back to the cabin. And my smoker. But I'm going to leave the phone on top of it. Y'all hear a lot of buzzing, a lot of crash, and a lot of buzzing. That means I got stung up good.
We hear the screaming. We'll definitely know what happened.
Yeah.
Did it,
Pretty. The moon's helping me out there. I can kind of see.
did you get some of that cool weather out there too, Philip?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was 51 degrees when I got up this morning. I think about 50, 51. Yeah, when I did those storm trap videos, it didn't look like much because it was only about 55 degrees at that point. I went back in the afternoon. There's a little more activity. They're not, I don't think any of them are real big.
Well, when you get to the cabin, open it up. Let's see.
Yeah, open it up and take a look at them.
Open up the bees.
Yeah, give us a good look at them whenever you get to the cabin. Shine a light down in there too, so we can see them.
I remember seeing it. Whose live was that? Was that Ricky's? I saw that guy had bees in his house.
Like
Ricky
has bees in his house.
Has a hive in his house, yeah.
No, not Ricky himself. I'm talking about the guy who came on his show.
Oh.
I'm not sure on that one. Maybe somebody in chat tell us what video that is. Like on purpose?
It was alive. Yeah, he had them actually in his house, like at the foot of his bed. Had some windows open in the house. He slept in the house with the bees in the house and everything else.
In a box.
Yeah.
Free-range bees in a box in his house.
Yes.
Huh.
As he had something like in his daughter's room as well, and his room.
Even if Hannah wasn't allergic, I don't think I would go to those extremes. I enjoy critters, don't get me wrong, but that's just a little bit.
Yeah, the guy's name was Jimmy. Because Larry saw it too, apparently. It was Sawmill Charlie's. That's what it was. Sawmill Charlie's chat.
If y'all hear any screaming, that's my forearms trying to carry this box all the way back.
Yeah.
Blame it on the ticks biting you.
Yeah. I do need to scratch my forehead. If somebody could do that for me, I'd appreciate it.
Let us just reach through that phone screen real quick for you.
Yeah. We'll give you a hand.
I'm almost made it. Almost made it to the truck.
It's gonna be them last 2 steps that get you.
Yeah, that's right. It's grass. My neighbor didn't leave the cows over here long enough. He didn't eat enough grass.
Call them back.
I told him to leave them. He didn't want to leave them when the big rain came.
Oh.
He didn't want to rut the place up when he comes over and checks them. Oh, y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Quiet on set.
They're buzzing in there pretty good after that little trip we just took.
Open them up and show us.
Yeah, right. It's all right.
Great idea, Tim.
Well, if you want to wait the next 2.5, 3 hours when I get them home and open them up, then I don't know if you want to be on that long.
Dang.
The drive's probably an hour and a half. It'll take me another 30 minutes to get the other two. I got to get on the four-wheeler and drive to the back for those.
The Jimmy fella y'all talking about in the chat, is that the Jim guy? The one that has the bees in his house?
I think so.
I mean, I'll go check it out.
Mr. Dan said, yeah, them bees are in the house.
I'll check it out,
Yeah.
see what he's got going on, but I don't think I could have them inside with me. Observation hive, absolutely. But not free range.
No, them boxes, the bottom boards on the floor, they're stacked right there, and they're right at the opening. They're on top of the opening, just sitting there. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
He says he ain't never been stung by them either. Apparently he leaves one of his windows open. Those windows open, and when the sun comes up, they head out.
I mean, I reckon if they get oriented it'll be like anything else. As far as this is how you get out into the free world. But yeah, I'd be a little hesitant on that end.
Yeah. Jeremy, I don't think he said they're packaged. I just thought they were actual hives, the way they look. Or one was maybe one of them was just a package.
I'm trying to read the comments on all that too.
I got some bees here. I'd like to see him put it out. See how it went.
Well, didn't you get a bunch of them down there the last time, Philip, last year?
Yeah, I got probably caught about 15 down here. I caught 18 total. Can't remember exactly what the split was between there. I know I only caught probably three or so in Capel.
Is the
But yeah,
is the genetics pretty laid back from what you got last year? I know you won't know nothing yet on what you just caught, but
it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes they're real gentle, and sometimes they're mean as heck. I don't know. But it's that way there too. It's not. I've got one bunch that I'm probably going to have to. Well, I am requeening them because I found the queen and moved her to a smaller box. But the old hive, I opened them up today, and they were still, even without their queen and all their drones, they weren't terrible because I didn't work them too hard. But maybe the queen they make, they're making a queen right now, so maybe she'll get bred with something a little more gentle.
Oh, wait. So he doesn't have them like in an observation hive? He just has an open box of bees in his bedroom?
what everybody saying?
And with the window open is what they said.
Well, that's what the honeybee compound just said. When the bees start bouncing off the windows in the morning, it wakes Jimmy up and he opens the windows so they can go out. I don't know that. I love my bees, but I don't think I want to kill myself. That's different.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've heard of a lot of things. That floored me the other night. I'm like, you got to be kidding. I was ready to go to bed, and that guy came on. I'm like, what?
We'll be dreaming about bees in the house tonight.
I mean, like I said, I love my bees, but I'm pretty paranoid about being exposed to them now. I don't think I could move them in my bedroom.
Well, even if we wouldn't, or even if you wouldn't having to take so much precaution nowadays, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I don't
you
know
wouldn't let
if I
me have
could
them in.
sleep with them.
Yeah, it was like
Absolutely.
the last
Miss
15
Jane
minutes of
said
Charlie's show.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Y'all know the name of his channel? I'm gonna go check this dude out, see what he's got going on.
I don't even he got a channel. I don't know about that.
Oh, well, if he does, somebody throw it in the comments for me.
Joey said, I hope that guy landed safely. Well, there's Jay.
What do you say,
He
brother?
made it in.
Yes, sir. Hope your bees is doing well, my friend. I know you got your setup going on another week. Them girls should be starting to draw out pretty good about now for you.
He started putting them out about the right time to get them to start pulling.
Yeah, got him some good horizontal hive out there. Way this flow is going on between everybody, even from the North Country all the way down here to us. You probably get you a little bit of honey off of them. The way everything's cranking up this year. Hope you do anyway. If nothing else, something you and your woman can put up.
Yeah, Mr. Dan just said, yes, ma'am. Laying straws on the bedroom floor.
All right. Okay, we must have went to bed early, or we did go to bed early Friday night. But definitely missed
Yeah, it
that.
was like in the last 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes or so of the show.
Yeah, I didn't
Someone
make
said,
it.
I think someone said here he needed a little extra tinfoil in his hat.
Yeah.
And Miss Jan said he's from Colorado. But everybody's saying don't think he has a channel. Wow. That has blown my mind.
If not, he needs to at least make a video of that. That way we can see. Give me what you got going on there, bub. What we doing, Philip? Oh, he's muted. Disregard. Oh, what's he on? 4-wheeler?
We got 4-wheeler, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I muted it because y'all didn't want to hear the 4-wheeler running, but I don't know if you can see that. I got them loaded on the trailer. That's the replacement ones, and I got to go pick the ones that have bees in it up. But I mean, I'll mute it and take you guys along for the ride in the dark.
Just don't drop that camera.
Don't worry about the bees, Philip. Just don't drop the camera. Everybody said Charlie was shocked.
Oh, I'm asking the look on Charlie's face.
PJ said, I heard they smoke the good stuff in Colorado.
Hey, man, we love your bees.
I don't know. I'm thinking he must have smoked something a little too strong to move him in the bedroom.
Maybe that's how he smokes the bees to work with them.
I reckon get them loaded.
Put a bit of ganja in that thing, start pumping it into the hive. He and the bees get high.
Oh, wait. Now, everybody's talking about Sarah's colonies in her kitchen. Sarah, have you moved bees in your house?
It's got to be a temporary thing. So.
It's gotta be.
I don't know
I'm
if
sure
y'all
she
think-
got that box sealed up.
Oh yeah, the way them girls was on her back on that live earlier.
They probably just followed her on in.
Yeah, they was. She had a good cluster on her back.
One's in the Hive Butler. Okay. You had me worried there for a minute, honey.
Yeah.
The other's the observation hive. Gotcha. Now I could do that. I love Ricky's setup with that observation hive up in the corner of his living room up there. Jeremy says Sarah got inspired.
Robert, yeah, we was two-stepping and we went
Yeah.
to do the do-si-do and I flung her from the kitchen to the living room and
Didn't work out.
nope, Jasper got in the way and the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah. That's been the best excuse people have given all night.
Well,
Oh,
hopefully in a couple of weeks or when it, sometime soon, we may do a little bit whenever we go up there and come back and all that good stuff. But if the Lord wills, we're gonna try to meet with Ricky
Yeah.
up in Shelby County, about mid-state Alabama, to get our observation hive from him and to pick up the hat we won on his live chat from the other week. And we may do it depending on how much time we all have, I guess. May try to do a little bit of video and shaking Ricky's hand and seeing Miss Ruth if she's able to travel with him and all that good stuff. So
I hope she is. Like, I would love to meet Miss Ruth in person.
that's the plan.
But they do have youngins, so I don't know if she gets to travel with him all the time.
I'm trying to remember who was it? Conference or some kind of.
Oh,
I'm wanting to say am I wrong? Was it Steve Amos or
no.
who was it doing it? Get together with Ricky up there in North Alabama.
I have to go back and look at the live. I have to go back and look at that live. I can't remember.
But meet whoever we can. That way we can
It'll still be fun.
fellowship with everybody for. We may not have about an hour or so before we have to turn around and come back home because
Yeah.
it's about a 3.5. Well, by the way I drive, it's probably going to be about 4 hours. So
That's a conservative estimate.
What you said, Shelby, Alabama?
Shelby County.
Yeah.
Shelby County.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just close to Birmingham up there.
That's
just
about a
outside
3-hour trip
Birmingham.
for me too. That's about 3.5 hour trip for me from down here in Dothan.
I'm sure not going to do this, but going by the Google directions, how it tells you how to drive and all that, there was 2 routes we could take. And we can hit interstate and go wide open, or we could take US Highway 43, which runs through Mobile County as well. And there was only like a 3-minute difference, but I don't see that happening because Highway 43 runs through all these little hick towns. And there ain't
20,
no way.
30 mile an hour.
Yeah, that ain't happening running up through them hick towns, especially the way them 50/50s like to stop you for doing a mile an hour over.
Oh shoot, Shelby County's only an hour and 45 minutes from me.
I'm gonna say, Ed, I thought it was a lot closer to you.
Yeah, well, you said around Birmingham. It's more around Tuscaloosa, Wetumpka area.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's south of Birmingham by a good little piece.
Hmm.
And I work
I can't
around. I
remember.
work
We
in
had
this
to go
area.
to, we had to go to Birmingham a few years back for some stuff, and I can't remember how long it took us to get up there, but it took a good little while, even on the interstate, for us to drive. But like I say, I do whatever the speed limit says. I might do 2 or 3 over on the interstate, but y'all don't worry. I do stay in the right-hand lanes. So for the ones of you that like to put the pedal to the metal, as you say, y'all can go on around me. But
I don't go less than 80 on the bike on the highway. I open up and run.
well,
I
the
guess it's,
deal
I
is,
guess to go ahead.
down here, working on the fire department, we know a lot of the law enforcement and work with quite a bit of them. So I will push it 5 or so over around here, because there's a good chance I could probably talk my way out of a ticket for the most part. But I know the further we get away from Mobile County,
The less people we know.
yeah, it ain't gonna happen. So I'll set it on, if it's 70, 75, I'll, like say, run a little bit over, but that's all you're gonna get out of this one.
Yeah, I ride with 1% clubs most of the time, so they're not running anything less than 80.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not scared of the bikes, but I'm scared of the morons you share the highway with that don't pay attention to the bikes.
You
So I
definitely
don't
got to
have
watch.
those.
You definitely have to watch them and
Yeah.
anticipate. That's why you always got to be scanning, even looking beside you, because they'll start coming over. I've had to kick a few fenders a few times when they start coming over on the highway.
Are you serious? Yeah, I'd have a
Yeah.
heart attack right there.
I don't mind operating in space probably no bigger than that, but if you get any closer than that, I have a problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a problem long before you get to that amount of space.
Yeah, that's what are you doing, dummy?
I'm nervous enough driving in traffic in our truck. I don't think my nerves can handle the bike.
That's why a
Well,
lot of times I'll use the country roads, back roads.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about someone pulling out from a blind spot in trees and stuff.
Whatever.
he's back.
Is he back?
Yeah,
Well,
the
he's been-
internet got kind of weird on me. I turned the 4-wheeler off because I was really close to some coyotes and they were howling. It was really cool. I wanted y'all to hear that. I've never heard them that close up before.
They all over the place around here.
They was really cutting up, yelping and howling. Sounded like werewolves with that full moon. Might have been that. Who knows?
What you talking about werewolves for?
I ain't got no silver bullets. Everything we got is hollow pointed brass.
Werewolves of Richland. All right, I'm about to crank it up. I might mute myself here. Let me see here.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to make a silver bullet with hollow points. Drop a little bit of silver in the tip.
Yeah, there you go, Ed. Yes, sir.
Do what?
I got plenty of old silver. We can do that.
You seriously
Melt a little
believe
bit
in
down.
werewolves?
Look, Just as much as I believe in Big Feet, you know them stories I tell about that thing.
Oh, I know those stories you tell about Big
Yeah.
Feet.
Hey, I
Crip-
will say, we was coming home. I forget what was going on, but one evening we come home. It was about 10 o'clock. We was at an event or something somewhere, and we up in the boonies ourselves. But one of the landowners across the road over there, he's got a bunch of cattle, and I had pulled in the driveway and rolled my window down. Hannah gets out of the truck to unlock the gate, and we hear the coyotes across the road over there.
Oh,
And by the time we pulled up to the house, shut the truck off, you could hear them coyotes really just yelping, you, and just doing their thing, so on and so forth. Well, y'all, it was just eerie sounding. Then all of a sudden, we heard a calf bellowing out. So we knew what was happening. The coyotes done got on one of them calves over there. Well, wasn't nothing we could do. It was just too far for us to even call the landowner. He'd have been too late getting over there. But them coyotes was carrying on, and I don't know if it was the she dog leading the group or what. But out of all that yipping and carrying on, we heard one distinct different yip. And all of a sudden, like, as soon as she made that yip, it was complete silence. I mean, just within I don't know, a second. Every one of them coyotes.
it was just total silence. It was the eeriest silence I've ever heard.
And so we just moseyed on back inside. We done knew what happened.
There wasn't no saving that baby.
You
I asked Brad if he'd shot any swarms. He said no, but he had 2 swarms and went straight into an empty hive, so they saved him some buckshot.
So-
Captain Brad came in.
So, good job, buddy. You didn't shoot your swarm box up.
Yeah. Extra ventilation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It gets hot down here, people, so we're going to give them a little air.
It does get hot down here. I
Um,
think it was, like 92 yesterday afternoon.
with the humidity current on this there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it was 52 this morning.
I got to say, Cajun, I look forward. It seems like this is going to be a family tradition in the beekeeping world. But old Cajun getting out there with that pew he's got and just knocking them out.
Called a swarm season shot.
Yes, sir.
Season shot. Yeah.
And me and old Lance, we about done that with the one before the neighbor fella brought the bucket truck over there. That was our plan. He said, Timmy, you want me to go to the house and get my shotgun? I said, well, yeah, we'll shoot them out. Then a few minutes later, he said, hold on, let me make a phone call, see if I can get old so-and-so across the road with his bucket truck. If not, I'll go get my shotgun. Then it was fun either way. We had fun on both ends, whether we'd have shot them out or using the bucket truck. But
I'm gonna have to come down there with my shotguns, Tim. We go swarm hunting.
hey, we'll do it.
Why you gonna leave me out, Ed?
You got that bad shoulder, you can't hold a shotgun up.
Hey,
I shoot right-handed.
we went and bought her one with a pistol grip on that puppy, and she enjoys that joker now.
Brad said I ain't climbing no tree.
Yeah.
I have a video of me climbing a chair to shake a tree, beehive out of a tree, a swarm out of a tree.
Brad just uses that old country saying, "I'm gonna bring you down to my level."
All the way down. Mm.
But DC's coming. I thought it said Cecil Williams. That's the way it said it. I just glanced at your comment, DC, and I thought it said a fellow named Cecil Williams, and that's for another time and day. But that was the fellow I was telling you about, the old shyster Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that fella's name. And I just glanced over there and I seen DC's comment was Carl William, but I thought it said Cecil William. I was like, you know one too, huh?
Well, I got a problem. I got a problem believing anybody named Cecil. Not that I won't. I'm just saying I have a time. It takes a time to get trust. I got in a lot of trouble with a guy named Cecil before, and he was nothing but bad news.
Well, it seems like those Cecils 2 for 2 between the one you know and I know. Ain't much good between them, I'll tell you that.
If anybody's got a name Cecil here, I'm sorry. I'm not saying I don't like you. It's got to earn trust. That's all.
That's it. We have trust issues with them.
What is Philip doing?
He's getting the rest of his warm crab. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, what I want to see.
Someone using a slingshot and a tennis ball.
Just sling it over the
to throw the ball over the limb. Okay.
Yeah. Who else was somebody else was saying something? Was it Mr. Mike saying something about a rig like that to pull the limb down?
Something along those lines. DC was shooting frogs in a slingshot.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that. He's talking about shooting people with frogs. That's right. That's just what he was talking about.
No, but Mr. Mike, was it you that was telling us about some kind of rig somebody was using to get a rope over a limb to shake bees or something? Or am I completely dreaming there?
Well, he was telling us about getting a rope over a limb, then tying a brood frame onto the other end of it, then hoisting it back up and letting the bees migrate over to, or letting the swarm migrate over to the brood frame. Then once they all got on there, easing it back down.
So it was Mr. Mike.
It was, yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Mike Conley was telling us that.
Yeah. So I knew he had told us something.
But I can't remember how he said they got it up yonder. I don't know if it was a slingshot or if he used a bow or what it was to get the rope over the limb.
Oh my gosh, PJ. He said, I know a good Cecil. I think he drinks his bath water, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Oh.
at least there's a good one out there.
Mm-hmm.
DC's talking about the frogs don't hold up to the acceleration of the slingshot.
Oh my God.
I'd like to see him get one of them big old bullfrogs we got down here and put in a slingshot. That would be something to see.
You'd have to use one of them ones that's made for bean bags to throw them things.
Yes, you would.
It'd take about 3 people to launch that sucker.
I'm just thinking about the sound that would make connecting with somebody's face.
I'm glad.
It's probably about the same sound. It's probably about the same sound that the little shelf stable milks make to the side of a porta potty from about 30 yards. What? Is a yeah.
I'm really glad we have these conversations at the end of the chats because
Oh,
the
yeah.
animal rights activists will be all over our channel.
Peter be shutting us down.
Yeah,
And you take care of bees?
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. Dan, that's a good idea. I could do that. Somebody was talking about using a bow and arrow to get a rope over a limb.
Now we got that back there.
Hmm. Believe it or not, I used to be really good with a compound bow, but it's been a while.
How about a crossbow?
I was pretty decent with a crossbow, but I had more fun with a compound bow. A lot more fun.
Can't. Let me ask you, some of these hunters, especially if you're in Alabama, now I don't know if the rule, it's been so long since we've been out hunting, especially with bows or anything, but I know it used to be that you couldn't hunt with a crossbow unless you was, if you had a disability of some sort. It was state law. Now, does that apply to everybody in what we do around here? Yes, state of Alabama. But I know you can purchase one, but as far as the hunting end of it, I think you had to have some type of disability to hunt with a crossbow around here.
I don't know, me not one.
Which I don't see why it's any different than a compound or longbow as far as hunting. But who am I to make the laws? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a time pulling back because of my neck. Because of my neck and shoulders. I have a hard time pulling back a compound bow. If I can pull back a crossbow.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. I can't hardly pull one back anymore. Okay, Cajun said in Louisiana they changed the law and anybody can hunt with a crossbow. PJ said in Indiana they opened it up to everybody too.
Okay.
What a crossbow is actually good for is turkey hunting when you got one of those guillotines on the end of the bolt. They do pretty good.
Now, I'm not going to say the senator's name, but there's a senator we know around here, and he's just an old country dude. But one of the things he promised the rednecks he was going to do for the hunters down here, and he changed the law. Now he got up there and he changed that law. But he said, "Boys, I'm going to make it where you can hunt over that corn now. Because used to you couldn't hunt over corn in the state of Alabama. Period. Day, night, anything like that. But he did go up there and change it to where you can hunt over the corn, which I know a lot of people say that's not sportsmanlike and all that. But
they call it baiting is why.
Mm-hmm. Because that's exactly what it is.
But I mean, on that end of it, if you don't keep them thinned out, it won't take them about 5 or so years before you were run over. Yeah, the deer be running around, showing up, eating your gardens up, and tearing everything else around here. So neutralizing a few of them during the season definitely ain't gonna take down the population by no means. I think the biggest thing they're scared with now is whatever this disease is that the deer are starting to pick up.
Face checking headlights. They do that down here terribly, Jeremy. I've
Man, I tell
never
you,
heard it put quite that way.
well, you know what gets scary about that is you're cruising along on the back road. You've only got one headlight on a motorcycle. You see a deer, and then you start seeing them little muscles on its back and back legs start to twitch. It's like, oh my gosh, here we go. I might be riding it with one on my lap. That gets scary there.
Yeah.
We didn't have that happen on a motorcycle, but we had a little
Well,
yeah, we called it a Hot Wheel. We had like a smaller Toyota pickup truck.
it was a tiny Toyota pickup truck. It literally looked like a Hot Wheel.
And we was putting along one night, and it was winter time, and y'all know how them deer be running at night, especially in the winter time. But I seen her in the distance coming up. Well, I slowed down, and I was thinking, well, if she's going to go, she's going to jump right before we get to her. So I slowed down some more. Well, she stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
Honest to goodness truth. The front of the truck started getting past her, and that's when she made that leap. And she nailed the backside of that little old Hot Wheel pickup truck, and that thing went to doing this all over the road.
Over the place.
We turned around to go find her, but we never did find her. But she's showing up at a dent in the back of that little old pickup truck.
Yeah, she did. A bad one.
My son, when he was living in Minot, North Dakota, he hit a mule deer and knocked it off into the ditch. And he stayed there till the highwayman got there to report it, because those deers are huge. And he says, well, I said, he's dying here. I said, what can we do? Put him out of his misery. He says, I got a gun in my glove box. So he got his a 45 out and took 3 shots into the deer's head. And the deer looked at it for like 3 minutes and then snorted and fell over after he shot him 3 times. I'm like, holy crap. But he ended up taking that deer home and putting it in a freezer camp.
I don't blame you. Get what you get out of it.
You're talking about like 200 pounds of meat.
Remind me next time we're on the phone talking, because I can't share this story on live TV because somebody would have a fit. But remind me to tell you about the deer incident on the dirt road and the old redneck pulling up. You'll go, are you serious? But old boy helped him out.
Oh my word, Russell. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a high possibility. What Russell's talking about is why I'm like, I get scared because when I see a deer on the road when I'm riding the bike.
I mean, at least in a pickup truck or a car, you have that surrounding you to give you a little bit of, unless they come through the windshield. But on a bike, you ain't got nothing to protect you.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I accidentally ran over a Labrador back in the 80s with a bike. The dog started chasing me out. He come from my blind spot, went between my front wheel and the engine of the bike. He broke my ankle. And I'm walking around with a broken ankle trying to find out who had that dog, because it killed him dead as a doornail.
Oh no.
Like it took me out too, but I had a broken ankle looking for the owner.
They're lucky it didn't hurt you in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, besides a broke ankle. But, I tell you what, for the 39 of you, or no, we got 41 still in the chat. Let me spin the wheel here on the memberships, the ones of you hanging out with us. Is it gonna let me do it?
I thought you had no computer.
And Lee checked out already. He can't spin the wheel for you.
No, let me turn to one of the phone while Philip's still doing his.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you back this time, Philip?
I don't know if I'm back. It's poor internet out here. What are we spinning the wheel for?
He's gonna do the we just found this out not too long ago, but YouTube will let you gift out so many memberships every month.
Oh,
So
okay.
people said, pick me, pick me.
All right. Yeah, I'm in the back of the truck getting these bees strapped down so I can head back home.
Fun times, huh?
That last one I got, it cut out right when I was getting it. So
No, the computer.
hopefully it's got some bees in there.
Pretty heavy, huh?
Nope, just anybody to make sure. I'm not sure how you do it, I reckon, but I imagine most everybody has it where you can be eligible for giveaways and stuff on the chats there.
I told him it's random, but I'll say a prayer for you. Tonight. She said, watch out, Buttons. There's a Black Panther behind you.
One of my boxes is leaking bees.
Uh-oh. You better turn that light off.
Don't mute it.
It's probably not good enough for you guys to see. Good enough. There's, I don't know, a dozen or so running around the outside. Oh, they're flying at the light.
Yep, they'll do that. I know that.
There he is. There he is, girls. Let's get him.
That's it.
We need proof that they're in there.
He just took some out of his pockets and threw it on the box.
Yeah, I got a handful in my pocket. All right. For a minute. All right, I'm gonna hit the button. It should be going.
Okay, PJ, put a comment in and maybe it'll give you one. No. Not this week. It went to Campus Creek, Miss Mimi, Janet Burris, Tom Darby, and Rob Bell.
Bingo. There you
The
go.
only one I know is Campus Creek.
But hey, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
This part especially. Now to make note, y'all, if you decide to continue the membership, if I remember right, I believe YouTube does like the highest dollar amount. And if you don't want to go with the highest dollar amount, you can choose to, renew the $2.99. I think it's the cheapest one on there and continue the membership that way. But it's just kind of a.
PJ said, oh, that's stupid. We'll try again next week.
Yeah. But appreciate you to everybody here supporting us. And
absolutely.
Well, I have fun with it. I tell you that much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get on live last night. But...
Yeah, we were looking for you. Him made me do a cooking video since you didn't go live, Ed. Appreciate you.
Sharpen those skills.
Yeah. No, he pulled that same line. Do what, Phil?
I got stung, so y'all can be happy now.
Oh,
Oops,
it's
alive.
really
Finger.
off screen.
It was the hand I was holding the flashlight with. Got one on my finger, my knuckle.
Well, 928.
Oh,
Probably the latest thing we've had on our live.
sure is.
Is that a new record for us too?
Oh, well, that's worth it then.
Okay, said I'll still support y'all. Very odd and interesting chats over here.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna keep listening to you guys, but I'm gonna put everything away so I can get on the road.
Oh, we're fixing to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We gotta go
All
to
right.
work in the morning.
Well, careful on
I
your way
got
home.
work too.
I will. All right. Bye.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Yeah. Well, they got one sting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll.
That makes you happy.
whatever makes you happy. Injection syndrome.
Yeah.
What Mr. Larry again? You say some Botox,
Detox.
detox. That organic.
Your cat's eating the critters.
I'm fixing to throw that outside as soon as we get done wrapping this baby up here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna mosey on, y'all. We
Yeah.
appreciate everybody riding it out this long with us.
Jack.
Enjoyed it.
Over
Y'all have a blessed week.
Yeah.
Keep catching them swarms. And God bless you, Lord willing. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Yeah.
Y'all take care.
Goodbye, guys.
Later on, Ed.
Good.